The Trinidad government says it will be ready for a looming energy sector strike. And in sport, the Guyana Cricket Board hails the country's performance in the game. I'm Nicole Best, and this is the Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, January 5. I'll be back with the details in just a moment.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
We were not ready.
Well,
let me just say...
Not ready? We've been hearing this argument for the last 25 years.
But in order for President Obama to have acted, the city should have had its constitution already ratified by the people. We should have had a vote by the people to say we want statehood. We should have had these boundaries defined.
We begin in Trinidad and Tobago, where Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is seeking to assure the public that his government will be ready to deal with threatened strike action by the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, the OWTU. The union has announced plans to stage a 90-day strike within the energy sector from Monday over government's refusal to meet their 10% wage hike demand. Rowley says he's hoping reason and common sense will prevail and that strike can be averted, but says if that doesn't happen, his administration will be prepared.
Responsibility is to service the entire country. And when there's a strike or an emergency of a landslide or a fire at the hospital, the government is duty-bound to be ready to respond.
An assurance today from the Prime Minister that his government stands ready to minimize the effect of any strike action on this country. The PM, who emerged from a two-day retreat, told reporters that his cabinet has been monitoring the negotiations between Petrotrin and the OWTU from the very beginning, explaining that the collective bargaining period 2011 to 2015 is currently before the Industrial Court. The PM said this.
As Prime Minister, who wants the best for all our citizens and want the best for our employees at Petrotrin, I think it would be irresponsible on the part of the government to enter into that arrangement, to offer and execute an increase on Petrotrin's payroll for 2015 to 2017, not knowing what that percentage increase will apply to.
Asked whether he's worried about the outcome of the proposed strike action, the PM said he's remaining optimistic.
And that report was from Ria Rambali of CNC3. One of the men charged with the murder of 2 American missionaries in Jamaica last year has escaped police custody. Dwight Henry has been on the run since yesterday afternoon. Local media reports say that Henry, who was being held at the Oracabessa police lockup, complained about feeling ill and was taken to the Port Maria hospital where he reportedly escaped. The 25-year-old was one of 2 men remanded last June after being charged with the murders of 53-year-old Harold Nichols and 48-year-old Randy Hensel. Hensel was found dead on April 30 and Nichols was found dead the following day. And staying in Jamaica, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has issued an appeal to the church to support the government in the fight against the rising levels of crime and violence in the country. And he also urged citizens to reject the phenomena of dons and area leaders in their communities. Holness made the appeals at the 12th annual Heal the Family, Heal the Nation service yesterday. And he said there is work that the government has to do, but there is also some praying that he needs the church to do. And Holness told the gathering that the only protector of the community must be the government of Jamaica, the police force, and Jesus Christ. The Prime Minister noted that crime is the greatest threat to Jamaica, and he called on citizens to distance themselves from family members and spouses who are involved in such activity. In Bermuda, 2 online petitions have been launched in opposition to the actions of the Bermuda Industrial Union, the BIU, which is leading protests against the Department of Immigration's refusal to renew the permit of an African Methodist Episcopal Church pastor. Yesterday, more than 2,000 people signed the documents which complained about the threat to derail the America's Cup, numerous work stoppages, and the blocking of Parliament on 2 occasions. The BIU and a group called the People's Campaign are insisting that Reverend Nicholas Tweed's work permit be renewed, but the government says it will not be bullied and insists that the matter is not one that should concern the union. Cuba's Health Minister Roberto Morales says the island reduced its infant mortality rate to 4.3 per 1,000 live births last year, and it beat out the United States and other richer nations in doing so. Morales attributes the advance in this and other public health indicators to an increase in the level of activities in primary care and many improvements, including new investments in hospitals, outpatient clinics, senior citizen centers, and other institutions. And he says the results will be replicated this year. Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next. Cricket takes the spotlight in our midday sports. The Guyana Cricket Board is heaping praises on the national men and women's success in regional competitions in 2016. Honorary Secretary Anand Sanasi says last year was a good year for a number of Guyana players who participated in the regional tournaments. Despite the successes, Sanasi says the board is prepared to do everything to keep Guyana on top of the game.
The bar very high. While I think that they have performed very well, there's always room for improvement. And remember, the other territories will be looking and they will be looking to win also. So, and everybody is up in their game, preparing better and all of that. And we could see that. We could see that as the tournament, as all of the tournaments progresses. We will continue to create innovative ways of training and everything else to ensure we stay on top.
And that's the Caribbean in 10. Do join us at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline when we'll have more news and sport from around the region. Have yourselves a very good afternoon.